differentiate between plant and animal cells. So we've been working on what's inside a cell, and today we're going to figure out what are the 2 or 3 things that make plant cells different from animal cells. Okay, so we're going to take a few notes on plant and animal cells, and then we'll have time to work with the microscopes, look at some egg puzzles, and work on a study guide for your unit test. Okay, so if everyone can pull up a Google Doc, you're going to take your notes on Google Doc today. When you've got your Google Doc pulled up, title it 2 main types of cells, and then put your hands on your head. Okay. Good, I'm glad Emily's got her hands on her head. I know she's ready to go. Two ready to go. Got hands on their heads. 3 ready to go. 4 ready to go. All right, so we have 2 main types of cells. We have plant cells and we have animal cells. And we're going to talk about the 3 organelles that make these very unique. Okay. So who can remind us what an organelle is? We talked about these the last few days. Anyone remember? Teresa?
They're the little things in the cell that have different jobs to help the cell work.
Exactly. They're the little things inside a cell, so even smaller than our cells, that help the cell work. And can anyone remind us of a couple of the different organelles we've talked about? Teresa?
The nucleus, and then the ribosomes.
Good. Nucleus and the ribosomes. Any other ones we remember? Teresa, you remember all the things.
I love cells. The cell wall.
Good, the cell wall. So we've talked about a few, and today we're going to talk about 3 more. So we've talked about ones inside the cell that are in plant and animal cells, and today there are 2 we're going to talk about that are just for plant cells: chloroplasts and the cell wall. Okay. So chloroplasts, we learned that these ones are just for plant cells, and they're for photosynthesis, and the cell wall. And so on your notes, underneath plant cell, add the 2 organelles that are unique to plant cells. And then we have just one organelle that is only found in animal cells, and that's our lysosome. And lysosomes, they break things down. They break down food for the cell. So chloroplasts get food for the cell from sun, for plant cells, and lysosomes break down food for animal cells. So go ahead and under animal cell, add lysosome. So one organelle only in animal cells. All right, raise your hand if you need more time to finish your notes. All right, so we're going to do 3 stations today, and there are going to be about 2 of you at each station. Those of you at the microscope, will be working with me. There are ed puzzles to complete, 2 of them. They're pretty short, they're under 3 minutes, but you need to do both of them. And then there is a study guide for you to do. The study guide you'll be able to keep and use it to review for your test, okay? So we are going to number off for your groups. We're gonna start with Teresa, 1, Shamir, you're 2, Isaiah, you're 3, Emily, you are 1. If you are in group 1, you are going to be at the microscopes with me. If you are in group 2, you are going to need to do both ed puzzles, okay? And those are on the Weebly. And if you're in group 3, you'll be working on the study guide, okay? Now, for the study guide, I do have a book. If you don't remember all your organelles, there is a book you can look in, okay? And on the study guide, you just need to fill in a few words about what each organelle does. And then on the back, plant animal cells. Just put a check under if the plant cell has that organelle and if the animal cell has that organelle. Are there any questions about which group you're in or what you are going to be doing? All right, so Teresa and Emily, bring your chairs and go take a seat at the microscopes.
Do I need my computer?
Shamir, did you find the Weebly ed puzzles?
Yeah.
You put that on my desk.
Awesome. So we are looking at the cells, and Emily has a plant cell, and Teresa has an animal cell. So what I want you to do
Chloroplasts and cell walls are unique to a plant cell.
to draw what you see and write 3 observations for each one. And you have a plant cell, and Teresa has an animal cell, and then you'll switch. So take about 1 minute to draw what you see. For the sake of time, but what did you see in the animal cell?
They're like people, and then crisscross, and then and then
Yeah, what did you see in the plant cell?
so it's like bubbles. They're like cylinder, so like lines that have like one cylinder, and there's no color.
There's no color. Okay. Now, thinking back to what we talked about in the notes today, what do you think is inside what you saw? What do you think, Emily? What should you see that Teresa shouldn't see? You're gonna look even farther into those cells.
I know your answer.
Can you help her out, Teresa?
You're gonna see a cell wall, and oh, wait. Look,
You do it, Emily.
close
I
inside.
don't have my notes. I got your notes.
The chloral.
Chloroplasts. So Emily should see things that Teresa shouldn't see. What should you see, Teresa, that Emily can't see? Lysosomes.
I don't see them.
They're hard to see on these slides. So I pulled up two pictures. These are plant cells. What do you think in there are the chloroplasts?
The green ones.
What do you want to say?
Well, okay, so the green, the really darker green ones.
Good. I do use this first.
Green.
Good. And can we also see this?
I love cells.
Can we also see the cell wall?
Yes.
Are those the things in between, like the lighter colors?
Good.
That looks like the honeycombs?
Very good. Just like everything. Exactly.
Jelly.
And the animal cells. These ones are harder to see. What do we think the big purple thing is? Good. And do we think that there are lysosomes in there? The animal cells, there should be a lysosome in there. Remember what a lysosome does?
Breaks down the food?
Exactly. Breaks down the food. Good. Good, good. Right. So now that you have your observations, your homework is to write one paragraph on the bottom, 4 to 5 sentences about your observation and what you should see in a plant cell versus an animal cell. Okay. Do you have any questions about that?
No.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and switch. So Isaiah, go ahead and come to the microscope. Shamir, you're going to be working with the book, and Teresa and Emily, you're going to be doing the puzzles.
Fine, take your chair.
Bring your chairs.
Well, I'm just gonna take your chair, Val. You can use my chair.
We're gonna do 1 to 2 minutes of this. And then. All right, so on this microscope, we are looking at an animal cell section drawn here. Okay, and this one will be a plant cell. So what I want you to do first is in this circle, draw exactly what you see in the microscope. Okay?
I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do.
So
No, right.
so you'll be filling this out, and you can use lesson 2 in the book to fill it since you don't remember all of the organelle functions. So you're gonna write all of it in the book, like you wrote about for each one, and we fill in those boxes. And then in the back, you just put a check under these. The plant cell has it, you put a check. The animal cell has it, you put a check.
Uh-huh.
Make sense?
Uh-huh.
Yep. It looks like so what do you see? Good. So these are animal cells. Which organelle? Do you remember which one is just an animal cell? Good, lysosome, exactly. Do you remember what it does? The lysosomes are the ones they're kind of like Pac-Man. They eat the bigger. I thought it wasn't breaking down. Right, and the animal cell, we're going to use this picture instead of the microscope because it's easier to see. Go ahead and draw just one of these cells in your plant cell.
I'm listening. I'm answering the questions correctly. You did such a great job. You just distracted me.
That's just great. What are you drawing right now? What are the ones? So the nucleus would probably be a little bigger. What's the one organelle we talked about? Just in thin cells. That's small. Okay, chloroplast. Yes, a chloroplast. See, those little green circles are chloroplast. And what's this one on the outside? So is it cell membrane or the cell wall? In the back of the cell wall. Okay, go ahead and write your 3 observations for your cell. Yeah, never mind.
We're gonna have about 1 more minute at this station before we rotate.
Yeah. Okay.
Your homework. Your homework would be to finish part 2 and to use your observations, especially the one about plant welding, I think it's a good one, to write 4 to 5 sentences about the difference between animals and cells. Does that make sense? Awesome. All right, thanks, Isaiah.
All right, class, it is just about time to leave. So go ahead, close your computers and log off. And then we will fill out our exit tickets and it'll be time to go.